in Texas, look behind you, 'cause that's where the Rangers gonna be.
After the fast starting Tigers kicked 4 goals in the first 15 minutes. Marriage, beautiful. Cochin. Martin on the end of it though for Adelaide. Kick under pressure and now Hooley.
Well, Richmond have got a good setup behind the football at the moment. Chaplin at those stoppages is able to get loose behind the ball.
Just a little short in the kick. Jacobs to tidy up. Here's Jenkins. He just needs to bowl over this one here. But Chaplin's been in good form. Grimes. Foley. The look away handball to Martin. Martin's kick is horrible. Kicked it straight to Dangerfield. Dangerfield to Jacobs. This time he marks. Plays on around the corner. Here comes Walker.
Well, Dustin Martin, he had a couple of brain fades in a row there. He went for 15-metre short passes in the rain that just weren't on. This was the second one. The first one probably should have cost him a goal. And that is just not the percent. It is teeming rain down here. It's not the time to try and kick a cute one across your body.
Yeah, they've gone into the middle twice there and turned the ball over, Richmond. Just need to go down the line 50 metres in these conditions at times.
So turn boundary, Rich Owen, instead of back inside most times.
It is still a great surface, but it's pretty slippery now.
And here's Walker. He's kicked that beautifully. A little bit of right to left, draw on it. Adelaide get their second. Taylor Walker happy with that. More times than not, it's been that kick there. Down the sideline, close to the boundary. Boundary line's your friend. Now Edwards did well to gain a few metres here. An opportunity for Gordon. Good tackle, got rid of it in the nick of time. Deledio involved in the passage now. Dangerfield. Sloan waiting for the footy. Didn't come out. There's Grigg of Adelaide. Boy, he got coat angered there.
Nathan, let him up, please. Thank you.
Banged by Pettard and then the high tackle to follow as well. So Greg White finds Richie Douglas. Douglas short to Sloan.
I reckon it's dried up a bit down there too, Lingy.
Yeah, it hasn't rained for a while. There's a chance now when the footy's new too, start of this quarter.
Walker's got a free here.
Let Steve,
against Rance.
Let it go.
Yeah, they moved the ball well down the ground there, Adelaide. Just smart kick and mark, ball use. Not taking too many risks, but able to get it into that one-on-one.
Did you see what Rance did then? He gained about 5 metres while the umpire wasn't looking. He went and marked the mark and said, "This is where it is, umpire," and it was 5 metres further out. Very, very smart.
This will bring the house down if Tex kicks this.
Walker to get it to a very gettable 13 points, and there it is. What have the Tigers got? Because Adelaide are within 13. So Tex Walker turned motivator for the crowd, and they respond. And they have a feeling all of a sudden Richmond supporters just tightening up a bit.
Well, chance for Jenkins. Not clean. Betts lurks. So too Douglas and Crouch and Smith hoping for a loose ball. So Boomer Harvey out for 3 weeks, playing a quasi-coaching role as he trains over the next 3 weeks. Brown, who signed a contract extension during the week, does the ruck work, and well, Rutten, a volleyball play to Dangerfield. He just works onto the left boot, and now Walker's got a couple to beat. Over the top it goes.
I think he's drawn the free kick there.
Taylor Walker's free. Hands in the back. Up there.
There was just the one hand there from Atley in his back. Just watching the last stoppage too, and it was Dangerfield.
Just around another metre, Taylor.
And I thought that he was held by Zubel, that stoppage too, so that'll be something that the umpires will need to keep a close eye on. We know that Patrick Dangerfield is so damaging around those stoppages. It seemed that it was Zubel, the big-bodied Zubel's job of actually making sure that he couldn't get free.
Well, Taylor Walker wearing the 13, unlucky for some, loved by the Crows fans. He gets his first of the afternoon.
Well, here's a free kick. No, it's clearly, actually, it wasn't Atley. It was the first push there, I think, from Grimer, who looked like he got the two hands in his back and pushed him under the ball. This last quarter, too, than any other North Melbourne player out there. They just need to get their hands on the ball now, the Adelaide Crows.
16 points is the lead, Tim. It's the biggest lead of the game. Thompson gives the ball to Crouch. They've just got to go flat out and go as quickly as possible, and the mark taken by Walker.
Not only do they need to get their hands on the ball, though, they actually got to be quicker in transition, because North Melbourne have had a lot of free ball between the arcs in this last quarter, and it's been a lot of their midfielders that haven't been quick enough to turn around.
So not a super influential day for Walker. He's had, this will be number 11 disposals. He's taken 6 marks. He's kicked 1 goal, 1. This is a really important kick to keep the Crows alive. They're pumping. 10 points, 6 minutes, season on the line.
Remember last year, Tim, Petrenko kicked that extraordinary goal out of the air to sink the Roos. That was at Etihad Stadium. I've just been told by the man that runs the numbers in the truck, before that kick, at this exact stage of that game, Kangaroos led by 16 points.
Right.
They've led by 16 points. Walker's kicked the goal.
The delicate balancing act you play with list management. I'm sure the Cats would have expected Nathan Vardy to get through the season, but they lost him early and find themselves looking for another forward option to support Tom Hawkins.
So Jacobs again when the hit out down, and that was Lyons' free kick, I think, taken high, and it will go back to him.
And he gives it off, puts Crouch under the pump, no real vision there. Well done by White, the goal kicker. Then Jones running the gauntlet a bit. McKay had a terribly heavy knock here a couple of weeks ago. Thompson picked up by Robert, and Hayes has been very good early. Dempster running it out. And then Ross. Neat kick by Ross. That was a beauty to Jones. They're on here. Well, he's held up very cleverly. He gets around onto the wrong side, but gets to Ray. But they were in there. Out wide to Roberton. And the short ball looks good off the boot. Little push from Jenkins on Stephen, and Riley, who does use the ball well, and now Sloan gets it from Smith.
So the Sloan Ranger is away in his 100th game. He goes not quite for home, but down to Tex. Delaney slips over. Bad luck, Delaney. It's all about the finish, and Adelaide have got there first.
Well, Tex has put the kicking boots on. This is pre-match. Have a look at this. Bang. Well, he might have aimed for the 7 camera, but he's put the boots on and gets the opening goal for Adelaide.
As you can finish your career in that sort of form, you can be well proud.
So Fisher's kick wide.
Push! St Kilda advantage!
So Ray had won the free kick. Armitage's little ball. Wright takes the mark. So Wright not playing for Adelaide today, but Nathan playing for the Saints. So disappointing for Wright for the Crows. He's played most of the year. Someone down in the middle there. I think it's Snyder. He is not sure what happened. Lyons to Brown to Riley. Riley back in the team. Round 15 the last time he played. And now Talia wide to Rutten. And then Rutten down the line. Martin the target. Oh, good mark. Armitage coming back. He's not a great athlete, Martin, but he's a pretty good footballer, if that makes sense. And that's a beautiful kick to Walker.
Every time I've seen him play, Bruce, he looks okay, doesn't he? He hasn't clearly exerted himself on a game too much. You see Rutten, he might end up with a suspension in his last game. Rutten, I think there, that's a forearm to the head. But there's the kick from Brodie Martin into the barnstorming Taylor Walker.
He's a good kick, Taylor Walker. I think he's done well this year. Came back for the Collingwood game. He's averaging about 2.5 goals a match. And that's beautiful. So he's kicked 2, and Adelaide keeping up with the Saints.
Interesting. And then Lenny Hayes fired the handball out, and a long kick down the line. Henderson Couldn't quite mark the Montagna kick, and Jentzsch now on the end of all of that. So, well, interesting, the whistle went away. It was Ponziadli down behind play. He's up on his feet now, and Talia short to Henderson.
Good to see Henderson back too, because he had the heavy knock, didn't he, a few minutes ago. And that's a dangerous kick, picked off by Fisher. And then Fisher to full forward. Revolt, good mark. Oh, pay it up. Thought he had a bit of a... Probably want him to kick his 50th. So Thompson from Kerridge. Buying a bit of time, Thompson. Lovely weighted handball. Jentzsch building it forward in a hurry. Wants a chaotic bounce to help out. Gets that. Crouch out later in here. Tex will be on the end of this. It'll sit. And Walker will bang it through. Texas has kicked 3. Such a natural kicking style, Walker, hasn't he? It's a good thing to watch. It really is.
Well, he's certainly one of the coach's favourites. When Brenton Sanderson did come down at three-quarter time, he had a really ferocious step and had a strong conversation with Tex Walker.
Do you know, he's the most that Revolt, I thought he might have held that. I reckon Walker's the most natural leader at the club. I'm not saying he's the captain, but
people gravitate to him.
He is a magnet. He draws people to him.
He's the old school power forward, isn't he? He walks out and he puffs his chest out. He's a big man.
You feel better when Texas...
Oh, no doubt.
That's where the Rangers gonna be.